Healdsburg Baseball is proud to thank all the 18 sponsors who are
From historic Recreation Park, a tradition that is as old as the state of Wyoming. We welcome you in here to Recreation Park, the home of the Healdsburg Hounds. It is senior day here at Healdsburg. Got first pitch in just a moment. Hugo Traverso alongside Palmer Maravilia. The Hounds taking on Santa Rosa for another edition of senior day. 136th season for Healdsburg, dating back to 1890. Just shy of the age of the state of Wyoming. The program was started just under, or actually no, it started older. It's older than the age of the state of Wyoming. So you can hear
1890 Healdsburg played their first baseball game.
PA announcer Dick Bernarski giving some history. Santa Rosa High played Healdsburg back in 1890, so a nice tradition here. Hounds going to face off against the Panthers on senior day. Let's look at the Santa Rosa lineup before we jump into things. For the Panthers, we have Daniel Mills leading off. He will be followed by the man on the mound, Anthony Navarro. Mateo Fitzgerald is the designated hitter. Mason Rizzo bats cleanup. Cal Faircloth, the first baseman, batting fifth. Will Phillip batting sixth in right field. Micah Stiles bats sixth at short. Kai Platt bats eighth at left field. And then the man rounding out the lineup is Emilio Juarez. Around the infield for the Hounds, Isaiah Robles plays first. Frankie Rea at second. Henry Smith at short. And then Vinny Lupi at third. Jake Rodas behind the plate with Alex Maromanos, the man on the mound. In the outfield, from left to right, it is Mason Rattlefinger, Hayden Mariani, and Xander Harms. Paulo, what are you looking for in this game? Who are you looking to be the trendsetter and the man who gives either team the edge?
Well, Hugo, we have a great matchup here with Santa Rosa and Healdsburg High School. And honestly, I think the man to be here has got to be Frankie Rea. He's a three-sport athlete. He's the starting quarterback for Healdsburg High School. He also is a starting point guard, and now he's starting in the infield. So if this guy can get a couple of hits, probably some RBIs, that should be the key. But also, the real key superstar in this game has to be Alex Maromanos, who's been this star senior for this team. He's been their ace following the loss of Eric Nielsen, a dear friend of mine, but he's been able to rack up 20 wins in this last season, and as the 14-7 Hounds continue to try to get another win to get their third place in league.
Yeah, this is a big game when it comes to league implication. 3.5 games back, these both teams find themselves 7-5 on the year in league play. Santa Rosa piggybacks that off with a 10-11 overall record. As Paula mentioned, the Hounds are 14-7. Healdsburg donning their black uniforms with white lettering and numbering and red trim, and with white pants and black piping. Santa Rosa, their traditional away uniforms, black with black numbers, orange trimming, and then orange and black striping on their pants. So Daniel Mills will stand in here. It is a lush 74 degrees. The wind is blowing out to right field here at Recreation Park. Mills steps into the left-hander's batter's box and is awaiting the first offering from Maromanos. He toes the slab here. Compact lefty looks in. Maromanos kicks and delivers. Breaking ball in there, called strike. First pitch comes in at 6:03. The attendance here is about 200. Maromanos from the middle of the slab. Here's the pitch. That one is in the dirt, 1-1 to Mills. Mills, another multi-sport athlete like Rea. Football, basketball, baseball. He is speed. Maromanos delivers, and Mills lines this one into left center field, and it will get down. Rattlefinger has trouble fielding it. It'll be picked up by Mariani quickly. But a leadoff single for Daniel Mills.
That was a great piece of hitting there by Mills. He's on outside outside fastball that Romanos gave him at the third pitch. He pulled it the other way into kind of a bloop single over Smith, and Mason Rattlefinger kind of got a bad hop there, and Mariani was almost a superhero going to recover it. But Alex Romanos just getting hit up early here in the early hour.
Yeah, now Anthony Navarro trying to give himself some insurance. Mills on the way as the pitch is chopped down the third base line, fielded by Manos, and he throws on to first in time. The throw to second as Mills was caught in the base pass there. And he heads to second. That was quite the play there. Ran on the pitch, stopped middle of the base pass, then goes to run back as he sees the high grounder. I think he might have thought it was popped up. He stopped in the middle of the base pass, sees his man keep running, sees his man get thrown out, and he hustles to second. He now leads away from second, big lead. Here's the pitch from Manos to Mateo Fitzgerald, the designated hitter. Quickly early on here, runner on second is Mills. One down here for the Panthers. Manos and the umpire calls time.
Romanos is one of those guys, is when he gets locked in, it's hard to get him out of that state. So when he reaches flow state while he's pitching, it's really hard to get him to stop. So if he reaches that flow state early, should result in a win for the...
Yeah, this one's grounded hard down the first base line. Fielded quickly by Robles, who hustles to the bat to get Fitzgerald. But with that, Mills moves up to third. Santa Rosa is doing a good job, though, Paulo, of keeping Manos out of that flow state. Again, you know, that is the question with these Hounds, is they have great pitching. The problem is these guys have been seen in the same league for 2 to 3 years now, so these players, these hitters can tie them up a little bit better. Manos winds and delivers, and this one is swung on and fouled off by the cleanup hitter Mason Rizzo.
Yeah, Hugo, and I mean, Manos is one of those guys, like, if he does get hit up early, it is okay. He can still get back into that flow state, but as you were saying, it is hard to do that when...
As that pitch is fouled off to the left and out of play.
When you pitch to the same team and multiple times throughout a season, it's kind of, you're able to pick up that velocity. Yeah.
0-2 now to Rizzo as Manos looks to exit the inning without a scratch. Here's the pitch. This one is grounded right back to the pitcher. Great play made by Manos. He sprints to the bat, tosses to Rosa, and the side is retired. So Santa Rosa gets a runner on their first pitch of the ballgame, but they are unable to plate him.
Celebrating 105 years.
We'll head to the bottom of the first.
Baseball right here at this park, created in 1921.
105 years of continuous baseball at Recreation Park. Crew Packers and Healdsburg Hounds. We're going to look at the Healdsburg starting lineup. Hayden Mariani leads off. Batting second, Henry Smith at shortstop. Batting third in left field, Mason Rattlefinger. Cleaning up at first base, Isaiah Robles. Vinny Lupi bats fifth. Manos to give himself some insurance, bats sixth. And then 7, 8, 9 go to Xander Harms in left field. Anthony Mendoza, the DH, and Frank Rea, the second baseman. Man on the mound is Anthony Navarro. And he's facing a tough 1-2-3 from the Hounds, including Mariani, who is just so speedy, Paulo.
Oh yeah, Mariani's one of those star senior guys that can play center field, play great defense, and then get up onto that bat and hit balls into gaps every single time. He's definitely one of the star bats for this Hounds team. Him and as well as Henry Smith, the star shortstop, he's really great contact as well as the ability to come in as a reliever. So these Hounds definitely have talent. It's just going to be a game of who's done their homework.
Yeah, we'll see if the Hounds can profit off of that homework. They met back on Wednesday here after Santa Rosa's field was deemed not fit enough to play. So the Hounds took that one 2-1 in 8 innings, which was a tough game for Healdsburg. Healdsburg had a really strong start to the season, but kind of tapered off.
Mariani
And Mariani now will to the batter's box. Big round of applause coming from the Hounds faithful. 130 or so Healdsburg fans here. Twice the size of a Hounds class. Our sisters going there next year, I believe 80 to 100 people in our freshman class. But they are scrappy and they're a great team, and what they know is baseball. Navarro, his first pitch to Mariani is low and outside, 1-0. Mariani with that offset front leg. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, falls right into the zone beautifully. 1-1 now. 3 Healdsburg Little League alums wait in the balance here. Here's the pitch. That one upstairs. Hard fastball from Navarro. So 2-1 down to Mariani. Steps out, steps back in, and gets ready. Here's the pitch. That one's in there. Called strike on the outside edge. 2-2 now to Hayden Mariani. Hayden and I were on the same baseball team back in 2020. Practiced together as the 1 and 2 starters until COVID hit. Here's the pitch. This one is swung on and driven deep center field. That's back there. That'll get down off the track. It'll kiss him against the wall. It kicks around. Mariani is rounding second. He's on his horse. The throw in from Mills is offline, and a leadoff triple to start the ball game. Hayden Mariani checks in strong.
That's what I was talking about before. Liam read those gaps when he's in the batter's box, get the pitch he wants, and drive it. He was able to drive that pitch way over the center fielders had going into the morning alley, and that was just a great piece of hitting by Mariani.
Yeah, definitely very interesting with the rec park dimensions here. That would have been a home run at a few ballparks. Also be a fly out at a few high school ballparks. Here's the first pitch. That one's way upstairs to Smith. Navarro having trouble controlling that fastball, but he left it right out over the plate for Mariani, and Mariani just took it right up the middle. Here's the pitch. That one, fastball again, upstairs, 2-0 to Smith.
See if Smith can use that contact that he has to get an RBI in and put the Hounds up first.
Here's the pitch, and Smith watches that one come in at thigh level. Called strike, 2-1. Mason Rattlefinger waits on deck. Rattlefinger back with the Hounds this year after suffering a broken leg last year. 2-1. This one is swung on and hit foul, sprayed off to the right towards the Steindorf Barns, where, of course, in about 3 weeks' time, the FFA weekend will be hosted here, and 4-H will descend upon that. Here's the pitch. That one's way upstairs, 3-2. So Navarro, his fastball quickly becoming problematic for him, meaning he's got really his breaking pitches. 3-2 now coming from Anthony Navarro to Henry Smith. The pitch. Smith sprays this one in the gap and into left field. Mariani comes around to score, and after just 2 batters, Healdsburg has the lead on senior night.
That's what I'm talking about, that contact ability out of Smith. He's able to see a fastball that was coming in on his hands. I believe the starting pitcher threw that pitch 3 times beforehand, and Smith adjusted to it and drew it into a single to put the Hounds up by 1.
And now it's going to be Mason Rattlefinger. He shows bunt, pulls back, and now swings and hits a grounder in the infield. Gets under the glove of Juarez at second and squirts out into right field. 3 consecutive hits to start the game for Healdsburg. Now Isaiah Robles will come to the plate. Robles, big hitter, and now Santa Rosa will call timeout. Gives us a chance to look at the Santa Rosa fielding for them, the fielding makeup. Mason Rizzo is behind the plate with Navarro, the battery mate. Cal Faircloth plays first, Emilio Juarez at second, Caden Mancini over at third. The man at shortstop is Micah Stiles. Left to right in the outfield is Kai Platt, Daniel Mills, and Will Phillip. Mills, honestly, without that arm and that great throw that he had, Mariani probably comes around to score on an inside the park homer. But Mills, he's shown his great arm not only on the baseball field, but also on the football field. While he is the starting running back for Santa Rosa, he has stepped in and been the quarterback at times, and also ran some wildcat, which makes the Panthers so hard to beat. Here's the pitch, and Robles watches that one upstairs.
Robles, power hitter. See if he can get some more runs in for the Pounds.
1-0 now to Isaiah Robles. The pitch, that one skips in the dirt. 2-0 now. Henry Smith at first. Rattlefinger at first. Henry Smith at second. Here's the pitch. That one, fastball located top corner of the zone. Right on the outside.
Bit of a gift there, but see what Robles does do just.
2-1 now with nobody out. Runners on first and second here. Healdsburg leads 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit up high, but foul. It's going to land over in the barns. Mark Dominichelli, the head coach of Healdsburg, down the third base line, and then down the first base line, Chris Carter. Coach Carter as Robles calls time. Smith taking a huge lead over at second. See what the Hounds can do with it. A big jump likely. Here's the pitch. Robles sprays this one. Foul off to the right and out of play again. Back-to-back baseballs sent to the barns. 2-2 with nobody out. Runners on first and second. Next week will be the final week of the regular season before we get into league playoffs. 2-2 with nobody out. 1-0 Healdsburg leads. Runners on first and second. Navarro comes set. He delivers, and this one is fouled off to the right again. Third consecutive foul ball by Robles. Time is going to be called by the home plate umpire to get some new baseballs. Navarro comes back to the slab. Comes set yet again. 2-2 on the way here to Robles. Nope, they're going to back pick to Smith at second, and he's out. Henry took too big of a lead. And finally, Navarro listens to Juarez at second and back picks. And Smith is caught, frozen on the base pass.
Yeah, a bit of a mental mistake there by Smith, but let's see if Robles can make up for it.
2-2 to Robles is outside now, back pick to first. So count will run full with one out. Rattlefinger over on first. Full count now, 1-0 Healdsburg leads. Navarro trying to get out of the inning. Here's the pitch. Rattlefinger goes. This one is straight out into right field. Back on it is Phillip, ranging back to his left, and he makes the catch. He will fire it in as Rattlefinger retreats back to first base. Now Vinny Lupi will come to the plate.
Vinny Lupi, star power forward for the Hounds, averaging around 15 points per game with 8 rebounds, I believe. He's an athletic guy. He has great bouncing ability, Hugo, so he definitely has big legs. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, 3-sport athlete, but not the typical 3-sport athlete, you think. 2 spring sports and 1 winter sport. He does track and field, high jump. His pick back over to Rattlefinger is unsuccessful. Does high jump, and he's one of the best high jumpers in the country. 2 down, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Lupi. 0-1 with 2 down here. The pitch to Lupi. Fastball again, and this time low. 1-1. Rattlefinger leads away. He goes. Pitches in the dirt. Throw on to second is over the head of the shortstop, Stiles, and trickles in to center field. Great throw, great jump from Rizzo, but I would have had Rattlefinger if he just put it right on the money. And the umpire calls a pretty late strike on that pitch as that one was low and outside. 1-2 with 2 down. The pitch to Loopy. Swing, and he fouls that one off. Battling here.
Yeah, a bit too much power on that throw by Rizzo, but overall, right angle, right aim.
1-2 with 2 down. Loopy has a bit of a close stance. Here's the pitch. He pops this one up on the infield grass. Coming in and calling it off is Cal Fairchild, and he makes the catch. And that is the inning. But the Hounds do plate a runner on 3 hits. They do leave 1 stranded though. We'll be back here. Second inning due up here. 1-0. Healdsburg leads.
Second inning for the Panthers. First base, number 27, Cal Faircloth.
Well, welcome back here. Second inning due to start. 1-0 Healdsburg leads. Cal Faircloth leads off for Santa Rosa. Due up for the Panthers is Faircloth, Phillip, and then Styles. Faircloth was his Viper's helmet. First pitch to him is a beautiful breaking ball. It is in the dirt, but a healthy cut and a miss from Faircloth. 0-1 now.
Faircloth looks like a power hitter, Hugo, so let's see what he can do.
Yeah, he's got that offset front leg. Here's the pitch, breaking ball. He sprays this thing right to second. Rhea collects, throws on to first in time for out.
Outlining right field, number 17, Will Phillip.
Now Will Phillip will come to the plate. 1 down here for Santa Rosa early on in the top of the second. They are trailing 1-0. Ramanos kicks and fires. That one is in there. Called strike at the knees. 0-1 now. Ramanos just dealing with this Santa Rosa batting order. Is down the last 4. Here's the pitch, breaking ball in there. Called strike at the knees.
That's that 12-6, Hugo. If you can get that working, that's going to be really hard for Santa Rosa to try to go back.
0-2 now with 1 down. Ramanos very aggressively shakes off the catcher Rodas. Here's the pitch. That one is off the outside part of the plate for a called ball. 1-2 now to Phillip. Here's the pitch. This one is a hard grounder right to Ray. He fields it on the hop, throws on to first. Time, 2 down. Now Micah Styles will strut to the dish. Styles, tall right-handed hitter. Pounds looking to keep things going. Here's the pitch, and this one is sprayed out into right field, and it drops in shallow right field. Play made by Reyes. He throws it past Robles at first. He runs all the way to the backstop where it's collected by Rosa.
Left field number 9, Kai Platt.
But a single there for Styles. As now with 2 down, Kai Platt will come to the plate. Comes center, checks on the runner, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, fastball blown right past Platt's bat. Platt the left fielder today for Santa Rosa. Right-handed hitter with some confidence. Romanos checks on the runner at first. He's back in time. He'll come back to the rubber. To the slab yet again. The 0-1 on the way. That one's way outside. 1-1. Fastball. High and outside there. One-handed hitter on deck, and Emilio Juarez is wearing a balaclava mask. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Very high fastball there. I don't know what Platt was offering at there. Paulo definitely showing a little bit of of his opinion on that after that. What was that?
Gotta love it, Hugo. Great drug choice.
Yeah, as this one's put in the dirt over at first as he tries to backpick. Yeah, Juarez wearing the mask almost. And now a 1-2 with 2 down. Here's the pitch from Manos. That one is way upstairs, trying to get Platt to offer at it a second time. Platt struggled early on there. Swung at one about 5 feet above his head. 2-2 now with 2 down. Panthers trail 1-0. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Manos closes the door on the Panthers in the top of the second. Panthers strand 1 as we head to the bottom of the second. Healdsburg will look to add on. And welcome back here. 1-0. Alex Maromanos will lead off here. Sandra Harms on deck. He will be followed by Anthony Espinoza. Maromanos steps in and gets ready. Santa Rosa immediately goes into the shift. Off to the left. Here's the pitch. That one is outside on the fastball there. 1-0. Mancini playing in on the infield grass over at third. Here's the pitch. Maramano sprays this one into right field. Going back on it is Phillip. It's going to drop past him. It'll kick down near the Healdsburg side in right field. Maromanos on his horse. The throw in is cut off, and Maromanos leads off with a double.
Right field, number 11, Xander Harms.
Hugo, usually we don't see a lot of pitchers that throw lefty and hit righty. But Maromanos is one of those guys, and honestly, I've played with him since I was around 8 years old, and I think that was the farthest ball I've ever seen him hit in person. So, great job there from Maromanos.
Yeah, now Xander Harms will come to the plate. Here's the pitch. That one is in there for called strike. Oh and 1 with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball upstairs. 1 and 1. 1-1 now to Harms. Here's the pitch. He swings and hits that one on the ground, foul off to the left. Second thought, actually, I think that's David Green out as the third base coach. Not Mark Dominichelli. Dominichelli has resigned himself to the dugout. 1 and 2 with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Swing, and this one's driven into right field. Back on it is Phillip. He's on his horse. It's going to drop past him. Kick up against the wall. Around third is Barrel. He will come in to score. And checking in to second with a stand-up double on his senior night is Xander Harms.
And that's another great piece of hitting into the left center field against Phillips.
Number 21,
And just a great job by Harms
Espinoza.
and Morales being able to hit it over the right field.
And now Anthony Espinoza will stand in here.
And going back to the third base coach, David Green, one of my great coaches and one of the best coaches for Healdsburg.
As that pitch runs outside, 1-0. Now to Espinoza, 2-0. So Navarro pumps in a fastball outside, pretty much same location. 2-0 with nobody out. Here's the pitch. Runs inside, almost got him. 3-0. Frank Rea will be the man to come to the plate next for the Hounds, and then it will be the top of the order, unless Santa Rosa can create some crazy double play situation here. Here's the pitch, and that one is outside, and Espinoza walks. So now Frank Rea will come to the plate. Back-to-back innings. Hounds start with 3 base runners and a run. 2-0, 2-0 is the score as Frank Rea, the righty, stands in. Speed at the bottom of the order, speed at the top of the order for the Hounds. Rea shows bunt. He holds it, bunts it down the first base line. Faircloth going to try and make the play to third, and he is dumbfounded. He can't make the play anywhere. Navarro didn't get there in time to cover the bag. And Rea reaches on a bunt single.
And that's a small ball that every coach dreams about when they go to bed. Great job there by Frankie Rea as Mariani is looking to do what he did in the first inning and potentially get an RBI or 3 in this at-bat.
Well, we'll see what he can do here. Here's the first offering from Navarro. That one skips in the dirt. Santa Rosa is sending some pitching down to the bullpen. Let's get a check on who that is in just a moment here. Barely waits the pitch, runs inside, almost got him. Navarro really strictly using that fastball here. 2-0.
Especially pushing it on the hands there, Hugo.
Yeah, he's really trying to get the Healdsburg hitters to back off the plate. The only issue is can be trouble. Here's the pitch from Navarro. Fastball grounded down the third base line. Just foul though. Santa Rosa has Mateo Doffling heading to the bullpen. He's throwing right now. 2-1 with nobody out. Mariani waits. The pitch. Swing, and he drives this one up the middle. It'll get down in center field. 1 run will score. Coming around the bend is Espinoza. The throw in is not going to be in time, and he scores. Over to third is Frank Rea. And halfway to the cycle, Hayden Mariani has a 2 RBI single, and the Hounds lead at 4-0.
And that's one way to start off your senior night. You go just a great piece of hitting, a little bloop single, takes in 2, and the Hounds are up by 4.
And we'll see what Santa Rosa looks to do because Healdsburg, while they have a ways to go, they are not far from mercy rule territory here. Of course, after 5 innings, if the team is up by 10 or more, it is a mercy roll. First pitch is upstairs, 1-0. Really illustrates the necessity of great pitching in this league, because a 2-1 game on Wednesday could turn into a 10-0 game here. Smith swings on this one and fouls it off into foul territory. Faircloth over on it, and he dropped the ball. It went in and out of his glove. And after getting a check, after he took his hat off, Emilio Juarez is wearing a shiesty. He's wearing a green shiesty over at second.
Shows spirit, shows drip, shows that he's got a specific style of playing.
Yeah, 1-1 with nobody out. Runners on the corners here for the Hounds. Here's the pitch to Smith. He gives a healthy cut and fouls this one off to the right out of play. Count stays 1-2 here.
See if Smith can replicate what he did in the first inning, get an RBI. Take it in, Hayden Mariani. See if he can do it again.
Still nobody out. Here's the pitch. Mariani goes. This one is wide into the gap in right center field. It will get down past the guy from Mills. It'll kick all the way to the wall. 1 run scores. Coming around the bend is Mariani. He will score. Smith is digging for third. He will get in with a stand-up triple, and it's 6-0 Hounds.
And the bats are just extremely hot here. 6-0. That's going to be halfway to the cycle for Henry Smith as well. So Mariani and Smith, the two keys to the game on the offensive side, are halfway to the cycle.
Yeah, they're going to pause, have Styles come in, or excuse me, Mancini come in and talk to his right-hander. That fastball has been devastating for the Panthers, and now we're going to have a mound visit, maybe buying some time. As the lefty Rattlefinger is waiting in the batter's box. See if they take the ball from Navarro here. And they want him to at least go. Nope. And that might be the day for Navarro. Point to the bullpen. Second point to the bullpen. See, Navarro actually might be.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we have a great snack bar tonight.
That is
We're
going to be
grab
the
some
day
good
for
food, some
Navarro.
good snacks.
It's going to be
Friday
Doffling who
evening.
comes in.
All that money goes to support the program.
So Navarro only survives an inning.
6 runs, 1 inning. Not the best start, but let's see what the new pitcher can do for the Panthers.
Yeah, we'll take a break here as Doffling will get set, ready to go. All right, and welcome back. Mateo Doffling now on the mound. Smith waits away at third. Doffling, high fastball, first offering at eye level to Rattlefinger. Doffling's going to just have to work on that release point. He throws the ball almost like he's throwing a water polo ball, Paulo. He starts his wrist back. So far, that one runs inside and gets Rattlefinger. Rattlefinger almost just disgusted with that one. He's just grimaces. that is going to be a hit by pitch, and the Hounds might have some trouble here. Isaiah Robles now coming on. Big right-handed batter. Run rule is 10 after 5. We'll see if the Hounds do get there. Doffling going to take the left-handed pitcher will take a bit of a lackadaisical step off and throw over to first. 6-0 here, the Hounds lead. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch to Robles. That one skips in the dirt. So Santa Rosa having some trouble on the mound early on here. One 0 on the way to Robles. He turns on that one and fouls this one. A line drive goes off the netting near the dugout. And the fans packing in here. I see Lucas Greaves now stepping into the stands.
Great swimmer.
Yeah, great swimmer for Healdsburg High. 1-1. Here's the pitch. This one is swung on and driven on the ground down the left field line. Fumbled by Mancini. The throw to first is in time. Run comes across to score. And around second, hustling for third and in there safely is going to be Rattlefinger. So Smith scores, but Robles can't outrun the grounder.
Third base, number 22.
7-0 though.
Still gets the job done there, Hugo, and Robles picks up an RBI on the season as, I believe, Anthony Espinosa stepped up? Is that correct?
No, Vinny Lupi.
Vinny Lupi.
Espinosa will be back soon though. If Lupi, unless there's some crazy double play here, the Hounds will bat around. 7-0 is the score. Here's the pitch, and Doffling fires that way upstairs to Lupi. Yeah, Paulo, I mean, a little bit of two worlds there for Robles. He reaches, it's an error, and he doesn't get the RBI. He doesn't reach, he gets the RBI. As this one's grounded up the middle, and a tough play by Juarez to throw on to first in time. No, the umpire calls him safe.
And that's a hard 90 there, Hugo. Lupi is able to run a hard 90 as we talked about before. He plays a great basketball game. Great obviously was able to use his hamstrings there, and results in the RBI with the luck of a bad hop of the infield of the late, great Healdsburg Recreational.
Yeah, and now the Hounds have officially batted around. Alex Maramanos now with an 8-run cushion will step to the plate. Now you see some of the Hounds JV players coming in to the ballpark. They've just completed their game in Santa Rosa. Started at 4. One down here. Here's the pitch to Maramanos, and it runs upstairs and outside. 1-0 now. It'll be interesting. Dominichelli, he doesn't like the run rule. He does not like playing to 5 innings. He definitely tries to play all 7, depending, no matter where they are in the ball game. 2-0. To the opening day game last year here with Spencer Finkboner, and in the 5th inning, the Hounds were up 11-0. Dominichelli said, let's just keep playing. This one skips in the dirt. 3-0 now. Lupi will not run. I think the Hounds are kind of just playing baseball that is just sportsman-like. The 3-0 now. Pitch, and that one runs inside for a called strike.
Starting pitcher for the Panthers able to locate, and during this time I'm going to be shouting out my advanced placement statistics teacher who was the catcher for the Santa Rosa Panthers in 1985.
Pitch skips in the dirt, and now
batting right fielder 11, Xander.
That would be the late great Kirk Erickson. As Hugo knows, he went to Stanford, as Hugo does do broadcasting for Stanford radio.
Yeah, Mr. Erickson, great. He's a great teacher, home run hire for Cardinal Newman, and a great catcher. Should mention he is alive, if any of you got confused. Yeah. And 1-0 now to Xander Harms. And normally when you say late, occasionally it means death, which, you know what?
No bad, ladies and gentlemen.
No viewers out there right now. This is likely never going to see the light of day, so it's okay. Fouled off by Xander Harms. 1-2 now to the Healdsburg senior.
Xander Harms, a very, very good contact hitter, power hitter. See if he can rip one around the bases.
Runners on first and second. with only 1 out still here. Is a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That one runs upstairs. Rizzo thought about backpicking over to second, but no try there. 2-1 now with 1 down. The pitch. That one is outside and upstairs. 3-1. So we'll see what Doffling can do here. 3-1. Swing, and this one's driven down the left field line. It'll kick its way into the corner. Rounding third and coming home is going to be Loopy. And being held up at second is Merrill Matos, an RBI single for Xander Harms.
And that is another great hit for the senior. The seniors, all 8 of them, have done a great job of delivering hits for this team. As Anthony Espinoza will be stepping up to the plate. The guy that me and Hugo did play Little League Baseball with. He's got great contact, and he's a very good junior cousins with Frankie Ray.
Yeah, Espinoza, definitely a great player here, great athlete at Healdsburg. See what he can do here with runners on first and second. 1 down, here's the pitch, and he watches that one from Doffling, skipping the dirt. So Santa Rosa right now in some dire straits. Hounds, of course, had a run in the first, and it kind of looked like Navarro had mitigated the damage, but to no avail. 9-0 now here in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch, and this one's upstairs. Doffling can just not find the strike zone. All of his strikes have come off of foul balls.
Seems like he's struggling with that arm slot. Maybe an adjustment needs to be made.
Here's the pitch, and the adjustment is made. This is a swinging bunt, but it is actually going to be called a foul ball off of Espinoza's toes. 2-1 now. Thank you all for tuning in so far. We have exactly 1 view and no concurrent viewers, so nobody is watching.
Square diamonds in the rough are made, Hugo.
2-1 with 1 down. Espinoza could give Healdsburg that run that they need to turn this into a mercy roll. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Great pitch there from Doffling. Changeup goes in the dirt. He also tips his pitches a bit because he does have that kind of paused windup. Here's the pitch, swing, and this one's grounded down the third base line, but foul. Doffling, Paul has said, yeah, arm slot definitely needs to be worked on. He's a lefty. He's definitely got some potential here for Santa Rosa. He just is having some trouble with his release point, and also, you know, as I mentioned, tipping his pitches a bit. I honestly think he's only got a fastball and a changeup. Here's the pitch. There's that changeup. Runs outside. 3-2 now to Espinoza.
Well, definitely the Santa Rosa Panthers coach has given him some experience. Again, it's a very good Healdsburg Downs team.
Yeah, 3-2 with 1 down. Panthers still in a spot to make the playoffs, at least the league playoffs, as this one popped into center field. Over on it is Mills. He ranges to his left and makes the catch.
Now that is second base number 2, Frank Correa.
Now Frank Correa will come to the plate. Correa batting his second time this inning. A bunt single. The second inning, ladies and gentlemen, has run a whopping 28 minutes. 2 down here for Frank Correa. Panthers trying to get out of the inning. Here's the pitch. That one is a fastball outside. 1-0.
Frank Correa, great contact hitter. Let's see if he's going to be able to put the Hounds up by 10.
Here's the pitch. 1-1. Here's the pitch, and Rhea pops this one up into shallow right field. Problem with the fielding, but coming in and making a great catch on it is Will Phillip. And that is the side retired. But Healdsburg does bring across 8, and that around, we're going to have to count up all of the hits for the Hounds. 9-0. Paulo Maravilla will take over as your play-by-play commentator in the third when we come back. 2-1.
Leading off the
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Paul Garbelia doing play-by-play for you. We're coming back to the top of the third inning where the Santa Rosa Panthers are going to try to come back from a 9-0 deficit to the home Healdsburg Hounds as number 15, Emilio Juarez, will be stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, Paulo Juarez is his first appearance at the plate.
First appearance at the plate going up against Moromanos, who's had 2 innings pitched with 1 hit allowed and 2 strikeouts. He comes set. The pitch is going to be a changeup low, just low. Moromanos has had a phenomenal season coming off of last year where he was splitting the ace spot with Eric Nielsen as he will come set. The windup, the pitch is going to be a swinging strike 1 for Moromanos. And we're going to be looking at scoreboards from around the league, and we have Cardinal Newman tied 4-4 with Rancho Cotati as Juarez swings and hit 1 foul all the way over to the Spindorf Barnes.
Yeah, Paulo. Cooper McIntosh has been relied upon for the Cardinals. 3 1/3 innings pitched, and he's done a great job after Legend Highlight went 6 full.
Moromanos, the windup, the pitch, and it's going to be fouled off the foot of Juarez. 1-2 count, 0 outs, top of the third. The bottom of the second inning, the Healdsburg Hounds were able to put up around 7 runs, right, Hugo?
Yeah, they did an incredible job. 8 runs, actually, on 7 hits.
As Moromanos comes wind up, it's going to be a slow chopper over to Frank Rea. He's going to wind up the throw it over to Isaiah Robles, and he will get the out as the infielders throw the ball around. A phenomenal infield play by Frankie Rea.
Good job there by Rea, and the high hops here in Healdsburg can be devastating for some infielders, but he makes a great play on it.
Now batting will be Daniel Mills, the star running back for the Santa Rosa Panthers team. He's starting in center field today. Let's see what he can do. Moromanos will wind up the pitch. It's going to be a slider in there on the outside corner for strike 1.
Great pitch there by Moromanos. He knows that fastball is timed up in Daniel Mills' behind, so he starts him off with that slider.
Mills, one of those contact and speedy guys for the Panthers as Moromanos throws the pitch. It's going to be a fastball on the outside end. Pulled it just a little bit right, and the count will be 1-1 with 1 out. Mills contains himself. Moromanos collects himself. The windup, the pitch. Slider in the dirt would be ball 2. Spike that one, looked like he pulled it a little bit. Count will remain 2-1. Mills flings his bat twice. The pitch from Moromanos. Change up in the dirt, 3-1 from Moromanos. And Hugo, this Healdsburg infield has been doing quite well for them, despite the bad hops in the infield.
Yeah, I mean, you've got lockdown defenders everywhere.
Moromanos' pitch is going to be a slider in there for a strike, and the count will be full. Moromanos gets ready, winds the ball. 3-2 pitch coming in. Moromanos, it's going to be a fastball hit slowly over to Frankie Rea, and it will get through in the result of an infield single for Daniel Mills. That's going to be the second hit given up by Moromanos. And the Panthers have a base runner in the top of the third.
Yeah, and Moromanos has struggled with every pitch against Mills. Everything else, though, he's been airtight. So we'll see what he can do here and tighten things up and keep things going here on the mound.
Defensively, these Hounds have been very sound as Moromanos will collect himself. He throws the pitch, and he hits a soft fly ball to Frankie Rea, and he will make the catch to result out number 2.
Yeah, nice little pop up there in the shallow right field, and a great beat on it from Rea, and Rea just makes a great catch.
Now number 7, Mateo Fitzgerald will step in. He's going to be the DH for this game. He grounded out to Isaiah Robles in the top of the first, and it looks like the umpire is going to be checking his helmet. moving his cap around, making sure everything's comfortable. A very quiet game here. You go.
Yeah, a lot of dirt kicking up here.
Lots of dirt. Moramanos contains himself the pitch. Slider, lots of movement and lots of spin. Looked like a fastball out of the hand going outside and came all the way back in on Fitzgerald. See what Fitzgerald can do. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Moramanos collects himself the pitch. Will be hit foul towards the right side, all the way towards Rec Park and the tennis fields over there in right field.
Yeah, great job there by Moramanos. He locates that great backdoor slider, goes right back to it, but a great job there to fight it off by Fitzgerald.
Here's Moramanos' pitch. It's going to be a changeup on the outside corner, 1-2 with 2 outs. We're going to have Daniel Mills on first base with 2 outs in the top of the third. 1-2 count. Moramanos collects himself, kick the pitch, and it's going to be a fastball in the dirt. Lost a little bit of control there. 2-2.
Good job by Fitzgerald to battle here.
2-2 count. Moramanos collects, kicks, fires, and Fitzgerald will hit a streamer into center field where Hayden Miriani will be able to make the catch to end the inning. Your score will be 9-0 as your Healdsburg Hounds will be able to come back to try to get a 10-run lead here, Hugo. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the bottom of the third. The Healdsburg Hounds are up 9-0 against the Santa Rosa Panthers as the top of the order for the Healdsburg Hounds will come up, starting with center fielder Hayden Miriani. He's had a double and a single in this game with 2 RBIs. He's done a phenomenal job as Doffling will get ready to come back for a second inning of work. Doffling will collect himself, and his first pitch will be a changeup on the inside part of this strike zone for strike 1. Hayden Miriani seeing one, see what he does here.
Yeah, I think the Hounds are just going to lengthen these at-bats against Doffling. Up 9-0, they don't want to try anything crazy.
Doffling's pitch is going to be aired out all the way to the fence here, Hugo. Lost a little bit of command there?
Yeah, that was, not even Rizzo gave a chance. He kind of knew where it was going the minute it was released.
Doffling's pitch will be a fastball, up and out, 2-1. Miriani looking for his 3rd hit of the night on senior night for these 8 senior Hounds. See what they can do in a 9-0 game. Miriani gets ready. The pitch, he's going to hit it foul all the way towards right field. And it's going to hit up against the barns and a loud clank. 2-2.
Yeah, the kids racing for that one.
Something we used to do as kids, Hugo, watching Pruden Packard's game here at Recreation Park.
Yeah, the Packer back on June 5th against Stockton Pro. Should be a good game.
Duffling's pitch. Miriani's going to hit it up in the air. Duffling's calling it. It looks like Fairchild catch, and first out of the inning,
Henry
retired.
Smith.
Great job there by Faircloth, the communication to Doffling.
And here comes another senior, Henry Smith. He's playing shortstop in tonight's game. He's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. He had a double and a triple in this game. He's looking for the cycle here. A good contact hitter as Duffling is listening to his catcher call the pitch. He comes set, fires, and it's going to be a fastball that almost hits him. And Hayden Mariani makes a phenomenal catch in the dugout, being able to catch that ball off the ricochet off of the wood in the backstop. Great job there. Chooses pitch, comes set, and the pitch will be a fastball in the outside corner, 2-0. Duffling's really been struggling with command here in this game, Hugo.
Yeah, he's really gotten himself into a lot of 2-0, 3-0 counts. Yeah, just release point has to be emphasized.
Duffling fires, and fastball up and in, will not touch the strike zone, 3-0. Healdsburg looking for their first base runner in this inning. Duffling comes set, the pitch will be a fastball in the dirt, resulting in a walk. Henry Smith will go to first.
Rattlefinger.
And batting in the 3 spot will be the left fielder, Mason Rattlefinger. Mason Rattlefinger had a single in this bottom of the 2nd inning, which resulted in him scoring a run. It is a 9-0 game here if you just joined us. The Hounds are doing quite well with the bats very hot, as Rattlefinger will come set, as Duffling will come set, excuse me, and the pitch will be go under the catcher's legs, and Smith will result in going to second on a pass ball.
Yeah, just got under Rizzo's hands in the backstop here at Rec Park and played a catcher's advantages. Wooden backstop, bounces right back to Rizzo, but he can't keep it in his glove.
Duffling, 1-0 pitch with 1 out. To Rattlefinger, he will step off to check on Smith on second.
Again, another lackadaisical pick back, and honestly, if I'm Henry Smith, Navarro was a lot more quick with his pickoff moves. I think I'm going to take an even more aggressive lead.
The pitch will be low and outside for Duffling, 2-0. Smith will be on second, Henry Smith, that being the senior, as Mason Rattlefinger has stepped in. Rattlefinger is ready. Duffling comes set, chooses his pitch, he fires, and looks like a changeup that he pushed way outside. It will be 3-0.
3-0 with 1 down. It's a tough one for Doffling. He's got to just really bear down and work on his command here.
Duffling comes set. The pitch will be in there on the outside corner for strike number 1 in this count. It's going to be 3-1, finding a way to find some type of command in this game. Rattlefinger comes ready. Doffling comes set. The pitch is going to be hit hard by Rattlefinger towards Fairchild, and he will step in the bag for out number 2 of the inning. Henry Smith stays put. He looked like he wanted to come take third and was talking to his third base coach, David Green, about potentially doing that, and Smith made the safe decision to stay at second, as Isaiah Robles will come to the plate. The big power hitter, Hugo.
Yeah, Robles is the only man in this lineup who has not reached base.
Robles, big power. Let's see what he can do here. Doffling, the pitch. Fastball, up and outside, 1-0.
The 1-0 count now. If Robles can get one out in the outfield on a base hit, we'll see.
And Doffling's pitch will be fouled off by Robles to the bullpen, I believe, there, Hugo. That was a lot of power in that one.
Yeah, a lot of power from Robles. Again, 10-0 is the magic number for Healdsburg, currently up 9-0. Games do have to end after 10:30 here.
Doffling comes set, fires. And Robles will hit this one right off of Doffling. The shortstop will grab it and throw it to first, where he will collect it, and the inning will end. The Hounds are retired with 1 run left in scoring position. The score will be 9-0 Healdsburg Hounds lead over the Santa Rosa Panthers. Please come back as we come to the top of the fourth.
For the Panthers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Paul Marvilla, and this is the top of the fourth of this highly contested game. It is 9-0. The Healdsburg Hounds lead over the Santa Rosa Panthers as we start the top of the fourth with number 6, the catcher, Mason Rizzo, coming up to the plate.
Yeah, Mariano's working well here.
Mariano's will collect, he fires, and that slider that's been working for the last 2 innings comes in there on the inside and pulls for strike 1.
Yeah, we'll see how long Santa Rosa lets Doffling go. But Mariano's is going to stay in this game for at least the foreseeable future for Healdsburg.
Mariano's collects. 0-1 pitch for Mariano's. It's going to be a fastball way outside, 1-1. Rizzo has done a lot of work behind the plate today. 9 runs obviously coming in for the Hounds, so lots of work having to be done as Mariano's collects and fires. And Rizzo will foul that one off his foot, making the count 1-2. Going back to last year, Hugo, Mariano's was one of those aces. My good friend Eric Nielsen had a 1.29 ERA in almost 100 innings pitched for these Healdsburg Hounds, and right behind him with 94 innings pitched is going to be Mariano's, who had 20 wins last year, and he's been now the new ace with Eric Nielsen leading. And Mariano's will throw a fastball there that looked like a strike, but the umpire will call it low. 2-2 count to Rizzo.
We'll see what Mariano's does here. 9-0 ball game, obviously, so definitely a lot to work.
Mariano's kicks, fires. And Rizzo will foul that one back, 2-2. The sun is starting to set here on Rec Park as Mariano's is 3 innings done, going into the 4th. Mariano's pitch will be hit up the middle. Frankie Ray will actually collect it. Bounces off his front leg with the bad hops of left field, and that will be a result of a single for Rizzo. Cal Fairchild, the first baseman, number 27 for these Panthers, will come up to the plate. Big power hitter, lots of ability to create some type of energy for these Panthers as they finally have a base runner. See what Fairchild can do against Mariano's. Mariano's collects, chooses his pitch, looks over at the runner who's dancing and fires. Looks like it's going to be a slider in the upper outside half of the strike zone that will not be called the strike, 1-0. Rizzo dancing over there on first, trying to distract Moromanos. Moromanos collects, fires. With a fastball right back in there, 1-1, trying to fight his way back into this game. Moromanos has done a great job here, allowing minimal damage for these Panthers as Fairchild steps in and tries to continue this run as Moromanos checks back on Rizzo at first with those Robles and results in Rizzo getting back quick in time.
Yeah, 1-1 now to Faircloth, and let's see what he can do.
Moromanos' pitch is going to be low. It looks like the catcher will throw it to first, and Rizzo gets in there safely. Great jump by Rizzo to get the stolen base, and that creates a runner in scoring position for the Panthers, and that's something they definitely need in a 9-1 count now for Moromanos. Kicks and fires. Fairchild hits a single over the passing reach of Frankie Rea into right field, where Xander Harms will field it and throw it to Isaiah Robles. And there will be runners on third and first for the Panthers as number 17 will come up to the plate for the Panthers. That will be Will Phillip, the right fielder, who's got lots of action in the outfield, playing right field with balls being hit towards him. And this is the first time, Hugo, that Moromanos has been put into a position where there is some type of pressure on him.
Yeah, there is now an incentive for Moromanos. He's got to deliver here for the Hounds.
Moromanos' pitch will be low, looks like a changeup. Good idea, trying to get some soft contact towards Frankie Rea as Coach Mark Domenichelli will come over and potentially go talk to Alex Moromanos for a pull, and let's see what he does here, Hugo.
I was looking for you, stuck by me. Yeah, I didn't see you.
And as Coach Domenichelli will be talking to him, me and Hugo will be heading to a break. Please come back. Thank you. Welcome back. Short break. Coach Mark Domenichelli giving his players a couple of words as Alex Moromano will recollect himself. To remind you, it is 9-0. The Healdsburg Hounds lead over the Panthers. There are runners on third and first with no outs here in the top of the fourth. Moromanos will collect himself and pitch a fastball that is hit over Moromanos' head to Frankie Rea. Rea will collect and fire, not in time. The Panthers collect their first run as Rizzo is coming to score. Phillips collects his first RBI of the game, and that's three back-to-back hits for the Panthers. It is now 9-1 for this game. The Panthers collecting their first run in the game as number 11 will step in. Number 11 being the shortstop, Micah Stiles. He's got tons of style here with lots of drip going into this game. Moromanos will collect himself, try to get out of this jam. Still no outs, 9-1, leading with the Hounds. Moromanos collects, fires, and it's going to be in the dirt as Stiles was showing bunt there for a good half of the at-bat, and actually it will hit the catcher in the arm. It looks like he's collecting himself, trying to figure out what's going on. Moromanos collecting his teammate, making sure everything's okay, as Coach Domenichelli will be heading over to talk to him. It is 9-1 now. The Hounds are leading. Moromanos doing a phenomenal job as he puts on the catcher's face mask, just enjoying his time as the sun is starting to set here on Rec Park. We will send it to a break. 9-1, the Healdsburg Hounds lead.
Once again, number 11.
Welcome back,
Madeline
ladies and gentlemen. I'm
Stiles.
Paul Moravilia. We had a bit of an injury breakdown for the catcher for the Healdsburg Hounds. Got knocked in the hand there as Emilio Juarez, Kai Platt will come into play, left fielder number 9. And Romanos throws, Platt shows bunt. Lupi throws and Fu gets the out. That's the first out of the inning as runners advance to second and third. The Hounds prevent a bases loaded jam there by hitting the first out of the inning. Props there to Lupi as he's able to collect a hard ground ball.
Yeah, great job there by Lupi.
Number 20, Julian
Play on
Suarez.
first, just narrowly beats out Platt on the sack play.
And it looks like we are going to have a pitch hitter for the Panthers. Julian Suarez is going to be hitting for Emilio Juarez. So a bit of play on words there in last names as Romanos collects, kicks, fires, fastball, blue past Juarez for strike number 1 for Romanos. Romanos has been locked in for the most part in this game. He's only given up 1 run in 3 1/3 innings of work. He kicks, fires. It's going to be a changeup that sticks right to the strike zone for strike 2. 0-2 count now for Romanos. Runners on third and second. Only 1 out here on the top of the 4th. Romanos collects himself. The pitch is delivered. He fires. And it is going to be a changeup, same spot, but the umpire will call it a ball. 2-1 count now for Romanos. 1 out. Romanos. The pitch. Fastball gets Juarez for the
Number
strikeout.
15, Emilio
Now number
Juarez.
15, Emilio Juarez will bat. See what he can do here for the Panthers with 2 runners in scoring position, trying to create some type of dent to this game to give the Panthers a chance. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Romanos collects and deals. That will be a swinging strike 1 with a fastball from Romanos as the count will be 0-1.
Nasty offering there.
On 1 pitch now. Juarez, ready. Romanos throws strike 1, another swinging strike. The count will be 0-2 with 2 outs. If Romanos is able to get out of this with only 1 run given up, it will be a huge win for these Hounds. Romanos gets ready, delivers. The pitch will be a strikeout, looking 2 back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning for Alex Romanos. The score here now going to the bottom of the 4th will be 9-1. Stay with us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 23 Hounds.
The bottom of the
Number
4th
22,
as
Vinny
Mancini taking
Lupi.
mound in a 9-1 lead for the Healdsburg Hounds. Vinny Lupi will step up to the plate, playing third base here. Senior night for these Hounds. 8 seniors. Lupi had a hit. It is 9-1. Mancini collects himself. The pitch. Fouled off towards the catcher, 0-1. Mancini has a sort of delivery that's almost sidearm here, Hugo.
Yeah, we'll see what Santa Rosa can do with this delivery. I mean, got that one run in the top of the fourth, see what they can do.
Mancini's pitch. It's going to be outside. It looked like a breaking ball there, Hugo, trying to force that outer source of the strike zone. 1-1. Mancini goes to the back buckle and pitches, and that's going to be same off-speed pitch, but a little bit too high. 2-1 now to Luby. Mancini collects, fires, fastball, high and outside, 3-1. Mancini has great speed from what I've seen so far, Hugo, and a great breaking ball. Let's see what happens. The pitch will be a fastball swung on and missed by Lupi. Full count.
Yeah, Lupi reached out for that one way upstairs.
Full count. Mancini's pitch. Lupi will hit it over the second baseman, over to Phillips in right field, and that's going to be the second hit of the night for Lupi. As the starting pitcher for tonight already has a double in this game, is going to be Alex Moromanos. He's already collected 4 innings of one-run baseball for the Hounds.
And we'll see if he can make it 5 or 6 or even 7. But should be mentioned, he is technically the mercy roll run here. Could give himself a good short 5th inning.
Mancini checks up on Lupi as he delivers his first pitch. It's going to be a fastball up and high for ball 1. No outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lupi will stand on first as Mancini delivers, as Moromanos will foul this ball and make the count 1-1. Mancini collects himself, checks the runner on first, and the pitch will be in the dirt as a fastball. 2-1 for Mancini. Lupi playing doing maybe a little bit of a tango there on first, as Fairchild pulls him on, and Mancini will try to check up on him. Fairchild will catch the ball, not in time. Lupi gets back there safely. 9-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Mancini collects and fires. Fastball almost hits Moromanos. 3-1.
Alex did a good job of battling here.
Definitely batting Mancini's pitch. Moromanos strikes into left field, and it will get down in bad hop. The left fielder will throw it into the shortstop, the cutoff man, and there will be runners on second and first.
Xander Harms.
As Xander Harms, the right fielder, will step into the plate. Another senior, Hugo. Describe what you saw.
Yeah, nice line drive into left field. I don't even know who's playing left field, as Kai Platt got pinch hit for last inning, but a tough one there, tough play with a tough hop.
Xander Harms, true Healdsburgian, comes as Mancini throws that slider for strike number 1. Disgusting stuff there, Hugo. Runners on second and first, no outs in the bottom of the 4th. The Hounds leading 9-1. Mancini of the Panthers pitch will be hit softly towards Fairchild, the first baseman. He's going to try to throw it to second, and he's going to throw it into the dirt, and it will not result in an out. And instead, the Hounds will have the bases loaded with no outs in a 9-1 lead for the Hounds.
Now batting for the Greyhounds, number 21, Anthony
They assess that.
Espinoza.
Bit of a fielder's choice kind of throws it there.
As Anthony Espinoza will step up to the plate. The guy me and Hugo played Little League ball with since we were little, as Mancini puts his glove to the belt buckle and delivers. The first pitch will be a ball up high to Espinoza for 1-0 count here. Bases loaded, bottom of the 4th. The Hounds lead 9-1. Mancini delivers. Fastball swung on and missed by Espinoza. 1-1. Mancini has a very good slider and fastball. Let's see if he can get out of this inning with less harm done for the Panthers and try to keep this ball game alive. Mancini delivers. Slider in there for a strike 1 and 2. Panthers still have life. Espinoza needs to battle to try to give the Hounds a chance to potentially take a 10-run lead over these Panthers. Mancini collects his thoughts, throws the ball into the dirt. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Bottom of the 4th inning, 9-1. Mancini gets ready. He fires. And that will be hit softly to right field to Phillips. Phillips will make the catch. He's going to throw it into the cutoff man Fairchild. And all runners will stay out in the... Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. The bases will remain loaded as that will result in a flyout for Espinoza as Frankie Rea, the 3-star athlete, will step up to the plate. Rea putting on his helmet as he steps into the box. 9-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Hounds. The Hounds are leading 9-1. The bases are loaded with 1 out. Mancini delivers as Rea will hit that one far foul towards the third base coach, David Green. 0-1.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Hayden Mariani on deck. Rea could tattoo one and get the Hounds a couple runs in, and Mariani might do the rest.
Mancini collects himself and delivers that beautiful slider in for strike number 2 against Frankie Rea. Bases loaded, 1 out, 9-1 ball game. Mancini trying to keep the ball game's hopes for the Panthers alive. Let's see what he does. He steps on the dirt, understands the pitch, delivers. Frankie Rea is going to hit a slow grounder towards the shortstop. They will try to get 2. He gets 1 at second, but not at 1. A run will come to score. It is 10-1 Hounds.
Now batting for the Greyhounds,
Great job there by
number
Styles,
3,
but
Hayden
Flores turned it
Mariani.
around, so 10-1 now, Hounds lead. Now the outfield's going to back up, and in lieu of Mariani, now a huge gap between Will Phillip and the right field line could really be huge if Mariani could spray it out there. We'll see.
Mariani, 3 hits on the night. See what he can do. Mancini steps up, tries to get the runner at first. Fairchild's misses, and Alex Moromanos will come in to score. The Hounds are up by 10, Hugo. And that run right there, that same guy, will be the same guy to try to close it out for the Hounds to secure a 10-run win for the Hounds. As Mariani, with 2 outs, steps up to bat. Still not a pitch delivered towards him. Mancini, great.
Yeah, that's going to be an error against the pitcher.
Mancini's pitch, and therefore strike. Mancini smiling to himself, Mariani smiling to himself as he collects his thoughts. 0-1, 2 outs, runner on first. Mancini, the pitcher for the Panthers, collects and fires, and that's going to be that slider again. 0-2.
We'll see what Coach Mark Kelly wants to do, but right now Healdsburg in line to win this thing in 5.
Mariani gets ready. Mancini collects. He deals. And that's going to be a fastball to strike out Mariani for the end of the 4th inning. We will come back to you. 11-1, the Healdsburg Hounds lead against the Santa Rosa Panthers. Please come back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Paul Maravilia here as we start in the top of the 5th inning. Healdsburg Hounds are going up against the Santa Rosa Panthers in a historical matchup. It is 11-1. The Healdsburg Hounds lead over the Panthers as the starting center fielder and star athlete for the Santa Rosa Panthers, Daniel Mills, will step in for his third at-bat.
We'll see. He's gotten 2 singles off of Maramanos. We'll see if Maramanos gets a chance to get him out here. But of course, the great question is, do we play? God, look at that man run. That is a great run.
As the umpire is doing his hard 90 all the way to the first base coach.
Do here. I'm going to be interested to see if they conclude the game after this.
For sure. Romanos collects himself, throws a slider in there again for strike one. That fastball changeup and slider trio for Romanos has been working all night. 0-1. Mills gets ready and prepares for the pitch. Romano deals. Strike it there. Excuse me, it's going to be a ball. Very close call.
Yeah, very close call, Paul. It looked like a strike, but ultimately the umpire says no.
Good eye, Danny.
Daniel Mills gets ready. Romanos comes set. His pitch is going to be hit. Mills hits it far left to Mason Rattlefinger, where he will make the catch from left field. A very smooth play. And that will result in the first out of the inning here at the top of the 5th inning.
Mills and Maramanos exchanging some words as Mills trots back to the dugout, having some laughs, having some fun.
Friendly chatter, as Anthony Narvaez will come up to hit. He was the starting pitcher on this game, Hugo. Pitcher versus pitcher. Romanos deals, and that will be a changeup in the dirt. 1-0.
It's actually, instead of Navarro, it's Nojima who's out there. That is Owen Nojima who's out there.
Owen Nojima. Excuse me, Hugo. Let's see what Ojima can do here. That's going to be a strike in there for Romanos, recollecting himself. 1-1 to Ojima. Romanos collects himself. His pitch will be hit hard towards Isaiah Robles. He will call off Romanos and collect the second out of the inning. Very subtle defense for this Hounds team. Great defense all around, great infield defense, and great outfield defense. All 8 seniors playing on the field together. It's a sight to see for this Healdsburg crowd and shows the community that Healdsburg has. Now coming to hit will be number 7, the DH, Mateo Fitzgerald. Romanos deals. Fitzgerald hits it right towards Romanos, and he will retire the side, and that should do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we're going to go play some more baseball, if that's what's been determined between the 2 coaches, and it seems like it will. It's 11-1. The Healdsburg Hounds lead over the Santa Rosa Panthers. Do not go anywhere.
Hit the ball really hard.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go, the
Bottom of the 5th inning. We are continuing to play some baseball as the Santa Rosa Panthers are trailing by 10 runs, 11-1, as senior Henry Smith will step up to the bag. He has 2 hits in this game, a triple and a double. See what he can do against Mancini. Mancini with a very Brian Wu-like stance, collects himself in pitches, and that's going to be a slider that almost hits the head of Smith, 1-0. Smith, multi-sport athlete as well. I believe he played tennis last year as a multi-sport athlete, and Mancini goes back to that slider, very close and in towards Smith to try to back off Smith off the plate, 2-0. Mancini delivers, and that slider will now be in for a strike, 2-1. Seems like he's very interested in keeping the slider as a primary choice of pitch, as it is 11-1 Healdsburg Hounds lead over the Santa Rosa Panthers. That pitch will be a slider yet again, 4 sliders in a row, but will miss on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 to Henry Smith, star shortstop. 2 hits in this game. Let's see what Mancini does. He kicks the fire pitch and a 5-pitch walk
Now batting
for
for the
Smith. That
Greyhounds,
puts him
number
up to
5,
first.
Mason
Now batting
Rattlefinger.
for the Healdsburg Greyhounds will be Mason Rattlefinger, a guy who I've played soccer and baseball for since I was around the age of 5. A great overall person and a great athlete. He's starting in left field in this game and made a catch in this last inning. Let's see what he can do. He has a hit on the game. Soft little single towards the right fielder Phillips in the second inning. Let's see what he can do here in the bottom of the 5th. Mancini's pitch will be outside with a fastball, 1-0.
Mason's doing a great job. He's 1 for 2 right now. Single back in the first, hit by a pitch in the second. Running out to first though his last time up.
The pitch from Mancini is going to be fouled. Mason's going to hit that off of his leg. I'm not sure which foot that was, but I believe last year, Hugo, he ended up having surgery on one of those legs.
Yeah, they're gonna call catcher's interference actually, as the bat, when he fouled it off, the bat did hit off of Rizzo.
Very
Batting for the
interesting call, but that
Greyhounds,
will
number
result in
27,
2 runners
Isaiah
on
Robles.
with no outs for the Star Sons senior with a ton of power, Isaiah Robles. A hometown guy, a very friendly guy, Hugo. I believe you worked with him with the Print Baggers.
Yeah, Isaiah's great. He's someone that you really want to, be around. He's a guy. He's a total glue guy, team character. He's incredible. We love to see it.
And the home plate umpire is going to be talking to Santa Rosa Panthers head coach, just double checking something, maybe the catcher's interference he didn't really agree with, but they're going to be friendly and kindly talking about it.
Yep.
As Isaiah Robles will step to the plate to receive the first pitch from Mancini. Henry Smith is going to be standing on second base with Mason Rattlefinger on first. No outs, 11-1 ball game. Robles. Mancini kicks, fires. It's going to be inside and misses. Robles gets out of the way of Rizzo, who's trying to backpick Smith, but will result in not doing so. Mancini trying to understand which pitch to throw. Here's it. The 1-0 pitch from Mancini. It's going to be a swing and miss from Robles, making the count 1-1, going back to that trustworthy slider. Mancini collects, fires, sidearm fastball just outside, 2-1 to Robles. Robles steps right back in. He's ready for the next pitch. 2-1. 2-1. Mancini's pitch. Robles is going to hit it right over the shortstop, and that should be an RBI. Robles goes to first, and Smith will come in to score. 12-1 as the pitcher tries to backpick Rattlefinger. It's going to go into the outfield. Rattlefinger coming all the way home to score, excuse me. David Green's going to hold him at third, and that's got to be a scene from Bad News Bears there, Hugo.
Yeah, right out of Bad News Bears. You said it, Paula. Tough one there by Mancini. His second error of the ball game. A tough one moves over. Now Rattlefinger at third off of that one. 12-1. So we'll see if it continues to get as bad as it's been getting, we'll see how Healdsburg looks to play it.
Loopy steps to the plate. We're going to have Mixon Rattlefinger at third and Robles at second with no outs. 12-1 ball game, the Hounds lead. And the first pitch from Mancini is going to be a fastball that's dropped by Rizzo behind the plate, 1-0. Mancini has great stuff. He's just struggled with command, and the fundamental defense for these Panthers have not been there tonight. Mancini collects himself and pitches. Loopy will hit that one foul towards the senior signs in left field. Mancini, 2 innings of work. Struggled a little bit. Let's see what he can do. Robles on second. Rattlefinger on third. The pitch. Strike number 2. It's going to be, a ball. It's going to be 2-1 for Loopy. Mancini.
That one did look right down the middle, Paulo.
It did. Mancini's pitch. Loopy's going to hit that one up in the air. Let's see if Fairchild can get it, and he's going to drop it in foul territory. And Mancini puts his hand towards his head in disbelief. And that's pretty much amplifying the story of this game, as Fairchild one-hops that ball towards the pitcher. And it seems like these Panthers have broken out of their own mental state in this 12-1 lead for the Hounds. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Robles on second, Rattlefinger on third. Mancini's pitch. Loopy will hit it just foul towards the third base line. 2-2. Mancini. Here's the pitch. And Loopy's going to hit that one very high into left field. Left fielder will make the catch, and Rattlefinger's going to try to tag up and score, and he will. And there looks like the cutoff man of the third base gets Robles at second, resulting in the second out. So they will turn a double play, but it will result in a run scoring. The bases are cleared. It is 13-1. Healdsburg Hounds over this Santa Rosa Panthers.
A crazy double play there. Does get the RBI though.
Lots of crazy plays here tonight, Hugo. Very nice evening here on a Friday evening here in Healdsburg, California. Nice sunset coming down. The lights have just started to go. Friday night lights, if we would like to say ourselves here, Hugo, as Alex Moramanos, the star ace of this team, already has 2 hits in this game. Let's see what he can do. Mancini collects and fires. Fastball way inside for ball number 1 against Moramanos. Moramanos, one of those guys who's really, really good at portraying a role as a leader on this team, as Mancini will collect and deliver. The slider in there for strike number 1. 1-1 count. Hugo, what do you think about Moramanos' contribution to this team?
He's incredible. Let's see what he can do right here.
Mancini's pitch will be a strike as Moramanos went in disbelief that he went there, showed some facial expressions of disbelief, and it is 1-2. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. 13-1 is the score. The Hounds lead over the Panthers. Mancini collects against Moramanos. The pitch. Moramanos is going to hit a hard fly ball into center field. Mills will make the catch, and Moramanos will be retired. The Panthers will be coming up. 13-1 is your score. Go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be approaching the top of the 6th inning as number 12, a pitch hitter, will be hitting for the Cardinals against Alex Moromanos, who's going for a 6th inning of work as he's going to throw a fastball that's going to be high and outside towards number 12.
Yeah, Dominic Bianchini is the pitch hitter for Mason Rizzo.
A great Italian name, as the second pitch from Moromanos in this inning will be a fastball in there for a called strike, 1-1. Moromanos collects himself, kicks and fires. A fastball outside. Bianchini getting ready. 2-1 count. Pitch hitter. The Panthers getting lots of experience in this game, as the score is 13-1. Moromanos collects and fires, and that's going to be a fastball that just misses.
Yeah, Carlos Reynoso is on deck.
Moromanos, the pitch. Fastball outside, and that's going to be a 5-pitch walk. Moromanos is trying to talk to the home plate umpire, trying to ask where that one missed, as number 22 will step up to the plate.
Yeah, Carlos,
left-handed hitter.
Carlos Reynoso. A lot of pinch hitters rolling out for Santa Rosa's Jacob Heyer now comes onto the on-deck circle in lieu of Will Phillip.
Carlo Reynoso. First pitch is going to be a swinging strike against Moromanos. Runner on first, no outs. 13-1 ball game. The Healdsburg Greyhounds lead over the Santa Rosa Panthers. Moromanos' pitch is going to be a strike on the outside corner towards the lefty. That's going to be strike number 2. Infield talking to one another as it gets quite boring when the score hits 13-1. Moromanos' 0-2 pitch is going to be picked off towards Robles. Now they got a pickle running. Robles throws it over to Smith, and he's going to tag the runner, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. First out of the inning, excuse me. Moromanos, 5 1/3 innings through, only allowed 1 run in this ball game. See what he can do here against number 29.
Well, Jacob Heyer has gone back into the dugout now, and it is Will Phillip coming back out on deck.
As the first pitch will be swung and missed. Excuse me, this is the same batter. It's going to be fouled off. Still 0-2. Moromanos getting ready. Potential strikeout pitch here. Kick, fire, strikeout swinging for Moromanos.
For the Panthers.
And that is strikeout now, number 4 on the game for Alex. He's cruising on the mound now. Dominichelli's gonna.
Coach Dominichelli will head towards the mound.
They're going to have a new pitcher.
Looks like a new pitcher. That's correct, Hugo. Moromanos wins his 5 2/3 innings, gives his manager Dominichelli a big hug, and all the seniors are having a moment in this great game for these Healdsburg Greyhounds.
Yeah, Moromanos leaves 5 2/3, 6 hits, 1 run, which is earned. He had a total to watch. He only had 1 walk.
And Moromanos will get a standing ovation here on senior night, going 5 2/3 innings with 5 strikeouts for El Leon, as the kids call him in the dugout. Great job from Alex Moromanos. The ace will get his flowers on senior night, as we do have a new pitcher for the Hounds. It is 13-1, and we will bring you back when we start ball again.
And once again, number 17.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be coming to the top of the 6th inning as we do have a new pitcher replacing the senior who went 5 2/3 innings, Alex Moramanos. He got his flowers on senior night. And the new pitcher will be the junior Noah Wong. He has a great fastball and has great command. Hugo, can you give me a breakdown on his pitches?
Well, Wong is a very, very solid pitcher, Paulo, like you mentioned. And he just has an inability to throw balls, just throw strikes.
And the first pitch from Wong is going to be a fastball there on the inside corner for strike number 1. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Looks like Coach Domenicali has told the umpires he wants to play a full 7. 13-1, the Hounds lead over the Panthers. Wong's delivery is going to be grounded on a high chopper that goes just foul against the chest of Vinny Lupi. Excuse me.
Yeah, Jacob Heyer in the on-deck circle. He will hit if it comes to his spot in the order.
Wong, very efficient, lots of command. His pitch is going to be a slider on the outside corner. Wong, his delivery is very unique, Hugo. I see bits of DeGrom and Verlander.
Yeah, I can see that.
His pitch is going to be hit right up the middle and lines towards Hayden Mariani, the senior, to end the inning. Now we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is 13-1, the Hounds lead over the Panthers. Do not go anywhere.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. New pitcher in the ballgame for Santa Rosa. It is Jacoby Heyer. I do apologize for the quality of my voice. A little off the tail end of a little sickness here, so I'm a bit stuffy here at Recreation Park. Anyways, for the Hounds leading off, they're going to have a new hitter. Healdsburg going to go with a new bat off the bench to replace Xander Harms. Will be followed by Anthony Espinoza. Jacoby Heyer is the new pitcher, and Paulo, take it away.
Thank you very much, Hugo. Heyer, tall pitcher, got good length. Let's see what he can do here against these Hounds in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Yeah, it's still going to be Dylan Josias.
Now Dylan Josias will step up to the plate and try to start something for the Hounds here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 13-1 Hounds lead against the Panthers. Heyer's pitch will be a strike right down Main Street. Dylan Jr. Lots of contact. Heyer's pitch will be a fastball just high as Rizzo will miss the ball. Heyer. Looks like he's got great velocity on that fastball. Let's see what he can do here. 1-1 pitch. Heyer kicks, delivers. Goes back to that fastball just low, 2-1. And Hugo, we are hitting sunset. The lights are hitting the dirt here, and it is a beautiful Friday night in Healdsburg, California. Heyer's pitch is going to be a strike to make the count 2-2.
from left to right, the outfield is going to be consisting of, the 2-2 pitch from Higher is going to be hit into right field. Dylan's going to get his first hit of the ball game in pitch hitting for senior Xander Harms. Now batting will be number 21, Anthony Espinoza.
Go see what Espinoza can do here. He's put some good swings on the ball, but unfortunately it's found 2 gloves.
Yeah, Espinosa putting hard line drives into the game. Higher in a wide stance, looking like Craig Kimbrell from the Baltimore Orioles. He collects himself, checks the runner at first, and he delivers. Fastball is going to be hit softly, little bloop into right field, and it will get down. And the right fielder will miss the ball, and Dylan will get there just in time, and the ball gets past as third base coach David Green tells the runner on second base to hold. Runner is on second and first as number 2, the second baseman, Frank Rea, will step up to the plate.
Yeah, so as far as game changer is considered, this game is considered over, and this is now just these 2 innings are considered exhibitions, but it will go down to the scorebook of whatever score we finish with.
Pitch from Higher will be a strike in there. Strike number 1. Higher, great fastball. Uses his legs on his delivery. He collects himself and he fires. Fastball in there for strike number 2. Excuse me, that's going to be a ball. Looks like a strike there, Hugo.
Yeah, that did look like a strike, Paulo. See if Higher can bounce back.
Higher's pitch almost hits Ray on the shoulder. 3-1. Higher is allowed 2 base hits. Runner on second and first. Higher's pitch is going to be a ball. 3-1. The Hounds have had a great amount of runners on this senior night, and lots of seniors have gotten their flowers. Alex Moramanos, Xander Harms, much more as Higher's pitch, and Frankie Rea will hit that one to the second baseman, goes to shortstop, and he will go to first, try to turn the double play. They get the out at second, but the throw to first will be botched to the first baseman as the runners will be on third and first, as fielder Aiden Mariani will come for his 5th at-bat of the night. See if he can finish off his senior night with a bang. Higher's pitch. Fastball inside, almost hits Hayden Mariani. Mariani, a senior committed to City College of Santa Barbara, where he intends to major in finance. See what Higher's pitch does to Mariani. It's going to be a fastball that almost hits his head. Higher goes to try to cover the plate as Frankie Rea will take second base on a wild pitch. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-0 count. Runners on third and second.
Yeah, let's see what Higher can do here to try and get out of the inning. 1 down. There's a free base over at first, but you definitely want to be pitching for the out here.
Definitely. Higher comes set. The pitch. It's going to be a changeup on the outside. 3-0 to Mariani. Mariani steps in. Higher comes set. He steps off. And there's going to be some chatter from the Healdsburg dugout. Possibly trying to get in Higher's head. The pitch from Higher is going to be a fastball low in the dirt as Mariani makes the bases full as senior Henry Smith, or as me and Hugo used to call him in Little League, Hank, steps up for his final at-bat in senior night.
Yeah, let's see what Hank does here. Potentially his final at bat, unless the Hounds do bat around.
See what Smith can do. He steps in. Higher comes set. Steps up. His pitch. Fastball. The outside corner is a strike, and Henry Smith will shake his head. Henry Smith heading to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo to study wine and viniculture. Pitch from Higher. It's going to be fouled off towards the catcher. 0-2 to Smith now. One out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Quite chilly. It's towards twilight here. Lights are on here at Rec Park. Tons of fans still in attendance watching the game. Higher steps off. Puts some dirt on the ball. Obtaining some more grip. He collects himself. Kicks and fires. And Smith will hit a short chopper to third base, where the third baseman will throw it to first, where it will be wild. Smith is trying to go to second. 1 run will score, and runners will move to third and second base. The chopper, single and error, and the score will advance to 15-1.
Number 5.
Yeah, tough one there for Santa Rosa, but an error by the first baseman now leads to the Hounds plating 2 more runners. 15-1 here. Healdsburg going for their record this year of 17-1, where they beat Sonoma Academy in a blowout.
Mason Rattlefinger comes up to the plate. The senior with runners on second and third with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Higher's pitch is going to be a changeup in the dirt. 15-1 is your score here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lots of hits for the Hounds in comparison to a very minimal amount of hits for the Panthers. Higher's pitch is going to be fouled off towards the Healdsburg dugout as the count will advance to 1-2. 1-1, excuse me. Rattlefinger steps back in. Higher, his pitch. Swing and a miss for Higher's fastball. 1-2 to Rattlefinger. 15-1 is your score. 1 out, runners on second and third for the Hounds. The Hounds lead. The pitch from Higher. Strikes out Rattlefinger swinging. A great strikeout for Higher. And Higher is 1 out away from getting out of the jam. Isaiah Robles, as the crowd gives him a grand applause. And let's see what Robles can do. Fan favorite, first baseman. Higher's pitch to Robles. Robles hits a hard grounder to the second baseman. It will be bobbled and throw to first. And Higher will get out of the jam. 15-1 is your score. We will go to the top of the 7th inning. Healdsburg Hounds will count this win with Noah Wong. It's 15-1. Healdsburg Hounds do not go anywhere.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Recreational Park. As we are here, the Healdsburg Hounds are leading 15-1 against the Santa Rosa Panthers. Here, Noah Wong will come in to try to get his second inning of work to try to close out this win for the Hounds. Noah Wong went 1 inning without giving up a hit and had a strikeout in that inning. Now we're going to be having Jacoby Heyer, who just pitched 2 innings against Wong and gave up 3 runs. Now he's going to try to get potentially a get back against Noah Wong. Wong comes set. His pitch is going to be fouled towards the Santa Rosa dugout for strike number 1.
Sir, do you need my help?
Noah Wong, a guy who's played lots of baseball in his career, fell in love with the game from a young age, and is a very efficient pitcher. 0-1 pitch from Wong. It's going to be a fastball in there for strike number 2 against Jacoby Heyer. Noah Wong, great stuff, fastball, changeup, slider action. He's got everything. See what he can do. Wong collects himself, comes set, the pitch. It's going to be a slider that strikes him out looking. A beautiful strikeout there for Noah Wong as the catcher throws it to Noah Wong instead of the senior Vincenzo Lupi. Lupi takes that personally and is starting to do a bit of a dance as Pratt will come to the plate. Wong comes set. His pitch. It's going to be a fastball that's going to be hit on the line to Mariani, who will make the catch in center field. 2 down in the top of the 7th. 1 more out to retire these Panthers. It is 15-1. The Hounds lead. Bit of a blowout here, Hugo, but it's been a fun night. We've officially hit twilight here in Healdsburg, California. The lights have hit the field as Morgan Bio will step up to the plate. Noah Wong collects himself with 2 outs. His first pitch is going to be a fastball just outside and low. Good idea, good pitch, trying to get a soft grounder there on the first at bat, but poor location will result in a ball. 1-0 count, no one out.
Logan Biao.
Logan Biao, as that fastball is going to hit Biao from Wong.
Well, Biao, I mean, I will say all these Santa Rosa hitters are crowding the plate.
For the Panthers, number 19, Weston Moore.
Yeah, it was close, and it is the same pitch was called a strike against Heyer. So I'm a little confused with that one, but you know.
It is a 15-1 game. Therefore,
it is.
Anything can happen. Number 19 will step up to the plate. Noah Wong comes set, runner on first, 2 outs. His pitch is going to be fouled.
Yeah, interesting. No Mills out there. It's instead Weston Moore.
Weston Moore going to be hitting for that star running back for the Santa Rosa Panthers. Wong comes set. His pitch is going to be a fastball outside. He misses, and the count will move to 1-1. 15-1 is your score here in the top of the 7th inning. 2 outs with a runner on first. Same infield and outfield as the start of the game. Noah Wong coming in to close out the game. His pitch is going to be a fastball in the inside corner, and that will be a ball. 2-1 the count. Trying to get out of this inning and finish this game and resulting in a Healdsburg Greyhound win. Wong is ready. His delivery is going to be a fastball swung on and missed by Moore.
Here we go. Here comes the standing O. Final strike of the ball game.
Final strike of the ball game here, Hugo. 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner on first. 15-1 is your score. Noah Wong comes set. He fires. Slider just outside. The umpire thought that one didn't get in the zone. It's going to be a full count here, Hugo. All the pressure on Wong. 15-1 is the score. Wong checks the runner on first. Comes set. His pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the ball game.
the Healdsburg Hounds end up winning and beating the Santa Rosa Panthers 15-1. On senior night, Alex Mormanos goes a total of 5 2/3 innings. Henry Smith and Aiden Bigliani have 2 hit nights on their senior night, and Noah Wong comes in to get the save. A wonderful win for the Hounds. Hugo?
Yeah, great job there for Healdsburg. Huge confidence builder for the Hounds to move to 15-7. Excuse me, ahead of the final week of the season. So, wishing them their best. Happy to be here. Great win.
Great win on a wonderful Healdsburg Twilight night. Your final score, 15-1. Healdsburg Hounds beat the Santa Rosa Panthers. Well, this is Paulo Maravilla and Hugo Traverso signing off from Recreational Park. I hope everyone has a good night and drives home safe. Good night, everyone. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.